there are questions. What shall we call it? And to avoid confusion, do we only consider elements dunked in the air as dunks, or everything leading up to the jump as well? Without nitpicking, I just respect the new idea. It looks really fresh. Videos of this kind always attract special attention. Interesting concept. Here we see an attempt at a dunk the win and a transfer from it to a regular between the legs dunk. The whim dunk has become very popular over the past few years. We've seen it from NBA dunk champion Zach LaVine and of course from the master of this move, Smooth, who nailed such a cool variation at the contest in Japan. As is often the case, the origins lead back to Jordan Kilganon, who first pulled it off. You can see dunkers from all sides trying to get close to the coveted double eastbay dunk, which has long been the most elusive peak in the dunking world. In one of my previous episodes, I talked about this moment. At the moment, no one has ever dunked a double eastbay dunk on a regular basket. There have been many attempts by various dunkers in their prime. They dunked it on low rims, which I must say is also a very good result. I don't think many can pick up the ball right now and try to pass it twice between the legs in one jump on the first attempt. But closest to the regular hoop was Jonathan Clark. He's the one who specifically trained for this dunk, while everyone else tried it for fun at the end of the dunk session. By the way, he was the first to nail such the win dunk variation with a transfer to a regular between the legs dunk like our hero did, but Clark did it on another level. A mini hype wave was picked up, or rather attempted to be picked up, by Tony Crosby. It definitely looks stylish when executed by the 5'6" guy. But no matter how hard Tony tried, that day this combination didn't end in success. Who do you think is currently capable of pulling off the double eastbay dunk on a regular basket right now? Professional dunkers always try to come up with something new or complicate the old. The progress over the last 10 years has been colossal. Since the 2010s, we've moved from the regular between the legs dunk or double up dunk to the triple up or kamikaze dunk, from the extraordinary at that time under both legs dunk to its modification over a person. There are many such examples. Now the trend of double dunks is gaining popularity. That is, a combination of several dunks in one jump. The most prominent today is the double up behind the back dunk. As far as I remember, it was executed by Kilganon, who essentially invented everything Isaiah Rivera and Tyler Curry on the low rim in the dunk league. The same option, only without jumping over a person, was claimed by Jared Ross and Jordan Southarland. But the very first and canonical double dunk was performed by the legend Kador Ziani. His double windmill still amazes dunk fans with its ease and aesthetics. Attempts to dunk a double windmill from 2 feet have also been made, but firstly I wouldn't say it was close, and secondly, in my opinion, it doesn't look nice, so this venture was generally left behind. From similar ones that look cool and have caught on, there is the pendulum dunk, which is certainly not a double windmill, but I think we can include it here. In a recent post by Isaiah Rivera, we saw a double behind the back dunk, which is much lower than the standard, but even with this fact it is very difficult to do. As I have repeatedly said, a behind the back dunk is one of the easiest elite dunks under certain configurations, but to wrap the ball behind your back twice while in the air and then dunk it, this is technically the highest level. To perform this dunk on a regular basket, in addition to a high jump, you need very fast hands to do all this in less than 1 second. I don't think we'll see it anytime soon, although anything can be expected from Rivera. New dunks at dunk contests are needed both by the audience and the dunkers themselves. While preparing for the past season, I added a few new dunks to my arsenal and tried to perform some of them in the dunk contest. For example, I did a completely new scorpion dunk over a person. I made it 2 out of 2 times at the contests, although the second one was a bit sloppy, but still. The amazing under both legs over a person, I nailed at 3 out of 3 contests, and those were the best feelings I had experienced in a long time. However, the between the legs scorpion dunk, which I successfully did many times during practice, ruined 2 finals for me in 2 contests. In both cases it was close, but the dunk didn't happen. Yesterday, Australian dunker Brody Stevens effortlessly nailed it during practice, capturing it from 2 angles. It's an impressive dunk with many technical complexities that often go unnoticed. Off the dribble, this dunk looks especially unique, but personally I missed the lift achieved through an alley-oop, although Brody jumps very high and easily reaches the rim with his head. Stevens is still in the process of recovering from an injury, so making such a dunk at this moment is particularly valuable. Brody has a large arsenal, and his anthropometry and jump allow him to perform many elite dunks. However, he is a prime example of an athlete who lacks something to win, or at least perform well at FIBA events. One of the events that dunk fans always eagerly anticipate as something special happened 2 days ago. This is what occurs when a professional dunker steps onto the court. This guy scored 2 points for his team in the style of Vince Carter, whose Olympic dunk went down in history and dunk style textbooks. I think it's hard to recover from the psychological impact of such a moment. I met Marquis Smith at Kings of Air in 2018, and he also participated in a contest in Amsterdam where he performed quite well. He knows how to jump over people. However, this dunk over a defender emotionally surpasses all his previous dunks. Look at their reactions. The video has already gone viral and quickly gathered millions of views. Dunks over defenders are rare but not unheard of. Many factors have to align for it to happen, and the decision is made in a split second. Out of all these poster dunks, Smith's dunk objectively stands out. Is such a dunk over a defender the most humiliating move in basketball? It's been a long time since any dunk has truly amazed me. Until this moment, watching this leaves me at a loss for words. Dunks are evolving, and I love it because it felt like the culture was stagnant for a while. Yes, the hoop is less than 10 feet high, but executing such an acrobatic dunk, even at that height, is no easy feat, and it doesn't need explaining. He first performed this dunk last month on a slightly lower hoop, which we reviewed in our previous episode. This time we had a joint dunk session with Philip, and hyped up, he pulled off this masterpiece again on just his third attempt. We can call it the reverse upside down dunk. Off 1 foot, this dunk looks more natural than off 2. During this dunk session, he also attempted it again. I adjusted all the details, and his last attempt was the closest of all. Overall, Philip had a great dunk session, but the huge cherry on top was the reverse upside down dunk. It's clear he already feels confident with it. He has the flexibility and coordination, and his jump is impressive too. He's only 24. And I think we might soon see him raising the hoop height for this dunk. Philip will be participating in several local contests this year, and I really hope he has the determination to attempt it in the final round. There are dunks that should guarantee you perfect scores regardless of the attempt number, such as the double eastbay or the bounce dunk. I'm curious to know your opinion. Would you give this dunk a perfect score if it was made on the last attempt?